Hey guys, Al Perhax, and welcome to this session. This is actually a Q&A session that I've gotten a lot of questions about UpLevel control. And my goal in this conversation is to not only give you some guidance, but answers to some of your questions. Now, you may not have some of the questions that I'm going to pose, but you're probably thinking about it. But let's just jump right into it. I sent you a couple emails on UpLevel control, and I've got this new concept that I just created due to a lot of conversations I've been having with people where they say they want to join UpLevel control, but it's a cost factor, right? So I do one-on-one coaching, and it's called UpLevel control. You can see the link to the webpage here, or you might even be on the webpage for UpLevel control as you're watching this. Either way is fine. It's cool. So anyway, there's really three options. First option is called business excellence coaching, and that really allows us to really focus in a 12-week period of time on your business. Could also be on if you're an executive, on how you're running a company. And I've spent 25 years in corporate America. And when I say corporate America, in and out, more as a consultant to sales and marketing, strategic planning, project management. So I've got a depth of knowledge from that, obviously. And then I've got this other piece, the personal piece, which is really an integration of what I call the Mind Force method. And that's more on the esoteric side, right? The quantum qigong, the energy, the vital energy, the meditations, psychic awareness, healing. So those are the two options, right? And then I have one that comes in the middle, which is both of them, right? So I work with somebody on their business, and then I also work to help them get, well, I just want to make sure my microphone was actually on, I can't tell you how many times I've recorded like 30 minutes or more, and then I realized the microphone was not turned on, and there we go, got to do it again. So the thing is that, you want business results and you want personal results, and that's the focus, right? So business results only, $3,000. Personal results, $3,000. Okay, personal one-on-one coaching, 12 weeks, and we go through a whole pattern, a program to get you the results you want, right? And then if you want both, it's $5,000. So you save $1,000 by getting both of them. So that's the UpLevel control program. Now, a lot of people have asked me, what's the difference between this and the 12-week immersion? You've seen promotions for the 12-week immersion. It's very simple. 12-week immersion does have elements of coaching. The 12-week immersion is $19.97. It includes all of the inner circle 12-week immersion, and you get 3 deep dive calls with me. That's for $19.97. Okay. And then there's the 12-week immersion self-paced, which you don't get coaching. It's $9.97, and you kind of work on your own. All right. I do question and answer sessions, but it's not one-on-one focused coaching. The difference between a group coaching and focus coaching is that when we do one-on-one coaching, we go deep. And what that means is we take all your clothes off. We take a look in the mirror, and we see what we got there, and we say, okay, where do we go from here? It's kind of metaphorical that I'm saying that. We're not going to literally take your clothes off, but we're going to strip you down, and we're going to say, okay, where do we need to go in this next 12 weeks? How do we make a massive transformation, a massive breakthrough in 12 weeks? Now, that's kind of what this is all about. And again, it's specific to you. I'm going to give you a couple examples of what that means in a few minutes. But what should be your expectations? Your expectations should be that at the end of the time, you have a breakthrough, a transformation. A business transformation would be understanding how to scale your opportunity to that very next level. wherever that's at. And of course, on the first call, we will discuss it. Now, here's the other thing, is if you're thinking about this and you think, I want to do this, but I'm still a little unsure, the best thing for you to do is to set up a clarity call with me. It's 20 minutes to a half an hour, and I'll kind of lay everything out for you. You can ask me specific questions about your personal situation, and I'll help you out. I mean, I spoke to a guy the other day who's in business, running a company. It's not his own company. He's an executive, and he wants to know how he can get the growth given all the challenges that he's met with right now during the current situation, right? And then I spoke to another person that's more on a personal level, trying to get out of addictive behaviors. Okay, so those are two examples of things that we would work on in the 12 weeks. And obviously, with the coaching, you get all the products. You get the inner circle. You get everything that's in the 12-week immersion, and plus you get the coaching. That's the difference, right? And your expectation should be you hold my feet to the fire as much as I'm going to hold your feet to the fire. Because in a coaching relationship, I'm going to give you things to do that are going to maybe take you out of your comfort zone, but that's what a coach does. See, and that brings up a good point. What's the difference between a coach and a mentor, right? A coach is someone that takes you and your skills to the next level. Now, what that means is I can coach you even though I may not have the exact skill set you have. Because of the coaching principles I use, I can coach you to get better. Even if I don't even know. Let's say you're a pianist. I don't know anything about piano. I can teach you how to become a better piano player. No question about it in my mind. I know I can. Okay, based on certain principles. And that goes with executives, that goes with personal, whatever the case might be. A mentor, on the other hand, is where you're learning specific, detailed information. And so I would be your mentor from the standpoint of understanding the Mind Force method, understanding quantum qigong, meditation, esoteric meditation, all these different weird things like out-of-body experiences, psychic types of things, hypnotic influence, healing, attraction, that kind of thing. Why I speak about attraction, a lot of times people say, well, hey, if I coach with you, if you become my coach, are you going to be able to allow me to ramp up my law of attraction skills so I can start earning more money? And absolutely, that's correct. Now, it may not be what you think. It's not a woo-woo thing. It's not like you're going to do this coaching and all of a sudden you're going to be making all this money. It's not how it works, right? You've got to put in the flight time. You've got to understand the concepts, the real concepts of laws of attraction. It has to do with vital energy and has to do with mindset domination. Bottom line, that's it, right? So, now here's the thing. How much personalized attention will I receive in this quad group? So remember, this quad group is a way for me to offer a one-on-one coaching situation, but I'm going to do it for 4 people only at a time. And so those 4 people will be on the calls. If you miss the coaching calls, you miss it. You're on the coaching call, only 4 of you, and we go through your situation. And the only thing that I would say is the situation that somebody might not like is that you're going to have to share your situation with those other people. Now, there's upside and downside. The upside is you get other people's feedback. You get to share with other people, so it makes you feel good that you're actually contributing. And you're helping other people based on what you're doing. The downside is it's not personal, right? So it's not something where you could share with me. And believe me, when I coach with somebody, I don't share that information with anybody. It's a one-on-one relationship, just like an attorney-client privilege. Same thing here with a coach and the mentee. So that's the way it goes. Okay. But that's your expectations. I'm gonna push you, and hopefully you're gonna push me back and say, I need this from you, because I am gonna take you to that next level. You might not like it while you're going through it, but you're gonna like it when you get there. That's the bottom line, right? Next thing is and by the way, in the quad group, you're gonna get 2 one-on-one deep dives with me. So instead of doing 10 to 12 weeks of deep dives, you get 2 deep dives. Just personal, one-to-one. We talk and we go into in-depth. That's at the beginning and then at the end of the 12 weeks. And then in between that are the quad sessions with 3 other people. Is there a guarantee? $1,500 is a lot of money for me. There's somebody contacting me again. Is there a guarantee? Here's the guarantee. I guarantee I will get you the results that you desire based on what we set as that parameter, that protocol at the beginning of the session. Now, if you come into this thinking I'm going to earn $1 million a year, and right now you're earning $20,000, that's not going to happen, right? That's probably not realistic. But if you have a concept that you know you can ramp up, whether it's a business idea, we can do that. And I will work with you as long as it takes to get you results. And I don't fail. Anytime I speak to somebody, if you've spoken to me on the phone, you know I tell you I don't fail. I'm not going to fail you, and I'm not going to fail the system. That's the bottom line. So that's the guarantee, right? So there's not a money back guarantee because I'm spending my time, I'm giving you golden nuggets. If you decide that you don't want to do the work, that's not my fault. That's on you, okay? What if I want to switch to one-to-one coaching? Certainly you can do that as we go through the process. Probably what I would do, however, unless you were like totally uncomfortable with the quad setup with 3 other people being on the calls, I would probably suggest that you go through the program as is, and then afterwards do one-on-one coaching with me. But that's totally up to you. We can certainly switch it out either way. It really comes down to what you want. See, some people I work with, they only want one-to-one coaching. They don't want to be in a group. They don't want to, say things in front of other people. That's okay. And then I have other people that say, I love the group aspect. I'm going to probably learn just as much from the people in the group as I learn from you, which is probably true. That's the way it goes. That's the dynamic of the quad training. And then, can you give examples of business and personal coaching mentoring? Okay, I'm going to give you 2 examples, which I've used them before. I worked with a guy named Mike, and Mike was a high performance guy. He was already a high performance coach, in fact. And he wanted to learn the vital energy, the breathing, and he really wanted somebody to keep him focused on where he needed to be. He also had some health issues. He had some health issues where he had situations where he needed to modify his diet, he needed to lose some weight. He needed to get into the frame of mind to take his business to the next level. And we did that. And we took him from where he was making $40,000 a month. Now, granted, $40,000 a month, pretty good income, right? We took him to over $100,000 a month, $105,000 second weekend. You could say that's a coincidence, but when you get aligned properly, things change very, very quickly. Okay. Now, the next person, Olivia, I started coaching with her. And at the time, she was earning about $50,000 a year. And I said, okay, what are your goals? She says, I'd like to earn 6 figures. Now, she was in sales. Okay, so she has an opportunity to get to where she needs to go. And we laid out a plan. And by the end of that year, we started in January. By the end of that year, she had earned, I believe it was $89,000. Okay, so she went from about $50,000 to $89,000 the first year. The second year, she doubled that income and her revenue and with her company. She went from being about number, 30 in her company to I think number 4 in her company as a sales rep. So she doesn't own her own business. She's a sales rep, but she's earning a great income. And for the first time, she earned more than her husband, which kind of bragging rights. Okay. So I want you to understand that these are the complexities of what's involved, but you certainly are going to get amazing results when you work with me, because I'm not going to let you get less than good results. Otherwise, I'll kick you out of the program if you don't want to adhere to it. And both of those people adhered to the program. They were on the calls every time we set them up. They did their homework. They knew what they needed to do, but they had a burning desire to get the results. And if you have a burning desire to get the results, you'll make it happen. If you don't, then you'll get something else. And, it's really all about you. What do you want to achieve? That's where something like this is really important. And again, the best way to really find out is to set up a strategy session with me. I think you can find that on this page somewhere. And just set up a strategy session, whether you're really ready right now or not. I'll let you know if you're ready. If you're ready to take the next step, we can talk about it. There's no heavy duty sales process or anything. I only want to work with people that want to work with me. I only want to coach people that really, really want to make the effort. I've had people that have come to this program that didn't want to make the effort, and they didn't get the results because they were not willing to put it in. I'm going to put your feet to the fire, but I always tell everybody, I want you to put my feet to the fire and make sure I get you the results you want. And we will work it as long as we have to make sure that happens. So that's really what the UpLevel Control program is all about. You're never going to see it it's great value. It's normally $5,000. You get to get into the quad session for only $1,500 for that 12-week program. You get the inner circle, you get all the products, you get all the courses. It's really an outstanding package. I've never done this before. It's only 4 people. Okay, now I might do 2 sets of 4 if we get enough people that are interested, but that's how it's going to work. Any additional questions, like I said, set up a call with me. I'm happy to share with you and go over details. Thanks for watching and have a fantastic day. So long.